On behalf of our family, we would like to thank all of you for being here. The outpouring of support from not just the Omaha area, but all across the country has been incredible. We knew Kyle was well-known and well-liked, but to see the true magnitude of his impact on this community and beyond is nothing short of overwhelming.
Ever since he was a kid, Kyle had a personality that could not be contained. He was infamous in our family for being able to push the envelope just far enough, and occasionally a little too far, that he could somehow get away with almost anything, make everyone laugh while doing it, and then turn the blame on our sister. This week, we've been taking a page from Kyle's playbook, justifying our use of humor to cope with his absence. Because that's what Kyle would do. From propping up a picture of him complete with googly eyes in his favorite recliner, to laughing until we cry, reminiscing over old family photos, we've been doing our best to hold each other together. But when we fall apart, and we have all fallen apart many times this last week, we have managed to build each other back up again using just a fraction of the humor that Kyle would have found in this living, breathing nightmare. But through all of the crying, laughter and despair in equal measure, my sister and I couldn't help but think, what would Kyle do?
We knew Kyle longer as our little brother than we did as Trooper McAcy. And in our grief, with everything that has happened in the last week, we found ourselves wondering if we really knew Kyle as well as we thought we did. Thankfully, we've come to find this fear was completely unfounded. And the stories that have come to us over the last week from people whose names we've never heard, who worked alongside him or knew him, we've seen the same Kyle shine through, maybe a touch more refined, but so much brighter than before. We've heard how he could talk his way out of just about anything, how he would bend over backwards to help people he barely knew, and how he would buy all the latest gear and make sure that anybody who so much as commented on it would soon find themselves in possession of a matching set. We heard about how he loved the staff at Children's Hospital, where he spent many off-duty hours working security, and took dozens of platters filled with homemade cookies and treats to their nurses around the holidays. We heard about him returning to his alma mater to speak to students in the criminal justice program, inspiring others to pursue dream careers in law enforcement. We heard the story of someone having an emotional breakdown on the side of the interstate, ready to end it all. But Kyle pulled over, pulled them out of their car, and let them cry on his shoulder. How Kyle saved their life that day, and they have since gone on to get the help that they needed. Until now, we have seen our baby brother, Kyle, and Trooper McAcy as two separate people, but that could not be further from the truth. Kyle was charismatic, compassionate, and a little ornery, well, maybe a lot ornery, but most importantly, he was unapologetically himself and did everything 100% with his whole heart. Whether he was in uniform, in his favorite recliner, or in the process of terrorizing his older sister.
Kyle's legacy is one of unconditional love, unstoppable laughter, and unwavering service. Take a moment, if you would, to look around the room. There are hundreds of people here whose lives have been forever changed by his kindness, by his humor, by his audacity. And those are just the people who are able to make it here today. We could continue to ask ourselves, what would Kyle do? But we already know. We always knew. Bring joy to everyone you meet. Help everyone with your whole heart. And most importantly, above all, be yourself. Without apology, without guilt, without restraint. Be yourself. There can never be another Kyle. But if everyone whose life he touched makes the choice to live as he lived, to watch over others as he watched over all of us, Kyle will continue to live on through us, and it will be like he never left. That's what Kyle would do. And to Kyle, I got it. Get some rest. You've earned it. We'll take it from here. And we love you.